Double bang.
There we
Too
go.
much dip. Let's go. KJ, look at us just here fighting through the ponies and the Mavs. Um, I just want to say, man, like, thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for your service to this live stream tonight.
Sacrificing my body in every which way I can for a conference that now includes Charlotte. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. We have a whole night full of AAC football on the television, not only Tulane and the Ponies, which I will be thoroughly distracted by, but I believe like FAU and Charlotte are playing tonight on like ESPN4 or something. But we're not here to belabor that point. Let's go ahead and explain to the people. It's not just SMU night. It's not just night of the Big D because the Dallas Mavericks are tipping off their season debut as well. But some are saying it's the night of the Big D because of our special guest. You want to intro him and I'll do the brand here?
Sure. You guys might know him as Dan Regester, but tonight you'll know him as Danny Units, according to his StreamYard name. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Jackhammer himself. It's Dan.
Power 6 night, baby. Let's go.
You're not one
Professional
of us.
studio.
You're not one of
this
us.
is the back end of the Drinking Bros studio. So this is where I'm usually at.
Now, for the folks at home who don't know your current digs, what is that? Because all I know you is from is being a guy who really loves UCF, the guy that used to work with David and Will and Dylan, and the only person that's been in the studio that's ever been intimidating to me.
Really? Well, we know how small Dylan is, right?
What is Drinking Bros?
It's just this little gig I've had for over a year, doing some podcasts, produce their stuff. They got Drinking Bros podcast, Drinking Bros Sports, American Party, Dakota Meyer. Just a lot of different shows. Probably do about, 100 shows a month out of this studio. But yeah, pretty much have the whole place to myself once we're done those shows.
Look at Dan. Just the elevator pitch. Love it. By the way, for those at home wondering, like, how's Dave going to be able to do this while the Mavs are on? Well, Dave's got it paused. I'm not going to be mad about spoilers, but I'm going to watch every possession. So,
damn, dude.
I won't be doing.
Hopefully,
this
Kramer doesn't come in and ruin it for you.
Okay.
Deep cut. I'm rewatching Seinfeld. It's the first episode.
You can't just rewatch Seinfeld and drop obscure Seinfeld references and expect people to be like, "Yeah,
episode 1,
sure, dude."
How about the Mets?
Just wait till he gets to the Comedy Den or whatever the hell the place was. That episode's great.
Oh wow, that is okay. Is that the Michael Richards episode?
Yes, but the rarely ever remembered movie Funny People, I believe it was RZA of Wu-Tang.
Not so funny people.
Yeah, it's decent. But in there, RZA refers to Michael Richards as his brother. I will say that in a different way. He's like, Kramer's funny as hell, so I don't care if he said it because Kramer is and it was great. It was well put. Let's get into some of these sports. Let's get baseball out of the way. As we talked about on Monday, doing a weekly show does not lend itself to 2 7-game series that will be here and gone by the time we return on a Monday. Red Sox and Dodgers are almost out of there. Any significant thoughts or feedback other than the fact that Ron Washington for president?
I got no choice but to ride with Ron. Assuming that the Braves aren't going to come back from a 3-1 deficit, which they looked absolutely sautéed and cooked, as do the Red Sox. I mean, I don't know. It is that series is 3-1, right? The Dodgers Braves. Yeah.
Braves are up 3-1. Yeah. I'm surrounded by Braves fans here. I work with Rob Fox. I work with Dan Holloway, Ross Patterson, all Braves fans. So I'm hoping for them to get to the World Series as a Philadelphia sports fan, and just ultimate heartbreak. I want Game 7 loss. I want it to be brutal. I want them to be up 3 runs going into the 9th, Game 7, walk off. I want the Astros or the Red Sox to walk off. I don't care.
Well, no one. Look, here's the deal. No one's beating the Astros. It's going to happen. And the only question I have is, how long after the Astros win the World Series can we be like, okay, they actually won like this one legit? Like, what's like the time frame of like, for everybody to do their own personal investigating, things of that nature.
I mean, they're the Astros. So here in the northern Texas area, never. Everywhere
Okay.
else, I think people recognize they're very fucking good. And cheating or not, that's a lot of games to win over 5 years. It's just
correct me if I'm wrong though. I haven't really kept up with baseball this year, but don't the Red Sox suck? Like, isn't this just like a fluke?
They were not projected to be where they're at. Yes.
Okay.
They have
At all.
overperformed. They are that team. They are the classic lightning in a bottle team, but it seems like that bottle's been broken.
Hot goalie.
The hot goalie theory. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, we're riding with Ron Washington. We need him to get one. We need him to get a manager gig next year. That's it. That's pretty much the only reason to watch at this point, because again, it's baseball and basketball season. Couldn't come soon enough.
Even better point.
Well, we can skip over NBA talk right now.
I guess I didn't factor in before we jump into football. Are you physically or mentally or emotionally available for practice today?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep my phone in my pocket. Might visit Delilah's strip club on the way out just to clear my head.
Dan, have you ever been to Delilah's?
No, because I only was there from 0 to 18. So, and I turned 18 late, and I went to UCF pretty early in the summer. So I never got to fully experience Delilah's as an 18-year-old because I was 17 most of high school. Like 17 most of my senior year.
And for those who don't know, Ben Simmons is following what we'd call, I guess, the James Harden playbook of how to get traded away from a team. Like, there has to be a conversation with the agent and whoever your like PR manager is of like, hey, we know this is the way out, but how much rope do we have here? Like, is this worth it?
I forget who I saw on Twitter tweet this. It's not an original thought, but just imagine all the things the Sixers have gone through in the last even 5 years. And this is like after Hinkie. You have fucking the Markelle Fultz situation, which we just completely forget about now. You have the sesame seed allergy that wipes out Texas Tech great. Who I don't even think has he even suited up for the Sixers at this point.
I don't think so, but I know what you're talking about. And then you've got to put in the claw. What the hell am I trying to say?
Colangelo.
Yes.
Colangelo throwing his wife under the bus, wearing giant collars, having fake like burner accounts. This organization has been a dumpster fire. We then hired Daryl Morey to be our. He's not even our GM. I guess Elton Brand's technically our GM, but I mean, make no mistake about it. Daryl Morey is making the calls. So we have like one of the one guy that like the NBA kind of hates now because he called out, his I guess foreign policy issues they don't necessarily align with.
One tweet.
Yeah, one tweet. And yeah, I guess he's just not great with dealing with people on like a day-to-day interaction. So like him trying to talk to Ben Simmons was never going to work out.
What if he's the one who went and said, hey, Ben, this is how you do it? James did it.
When you can trade your all-star point guard at has his all-time low value, I think you just have to,
That's what the Rangers did.
Let me just say that this Philly stuff makes the Mavs' current front office drama look so tame.
Okay.
Wasn't there something like really sketchy about it? Wasn't like a Jeans Friday situation from the
You're close. That's really good that you're in the ballpark. You're talking, of course, about the Pants DJ.
That's right.
As he was known, as he frequently touched himself through his pants and looked at pornography in his office and was allowed to sell because he had a lot of clients. So can't get rid of that guy. He's the Pants DJ, apparently. Not a good thing to be called.
Yeah, the jeans part's important because then he would jerk it into a condom in said pants and shake it out the pant leg.
What, dude? That is a deviant. That man needs all sorts of therapy. That is not normal. It is not okay. It's okay. It's okay though, because we cleaned house, man. We got a whole new front office. Let's go. I'm not
You
paying any
hired
attention to the game whatsoever.
you hired Cent Marshall so that she would stop paying for OAN. But hey, we don't have time for that. Let's get into
It's
football.
fine. Yeah, we don't have time for it. Pretty much anything that was in the past with the Dallas Mavericks organization has been wiped clean like cyber dust. So
Exactly.
Ooh,
Exactly.
it's actually just dust now. Thank you.
Well, I don't regret taking our time to get to football because it's an all-time shit week for just general good games. There are a few good storylines. Ole Miss LSU, okay, whatever. You might interest me. But a lot of the games matchup-wise kind of suck. Oklahoma State, Iowa State's nice. There's not a whole lot to write home about. NFL pretty similarly. Biggest bye week for the season. You've got Buffalo, Dallas, Jacksonville, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and the Chargers on bye. And most bye weeks are pretty tame. I know like the Jaguars' biggest story is like their player, delivered his wife's child or his child. Don't look at her tweets though. Anything going on with the Cowboys bye week? I don't know.
No, man. All I know is we're back. May have had a Dewey. May have had a DWI. I don't know. Maybe we don't know. I mean, sure. Was he was arrested? Okay, but has he had his day in court? Has he been before a neutral, detached magistrate? He is not. But he's not been seen by a jury of his peers, is what I'm saying. So
listen,
we don't
we
know.
refer
We
to
can't
that
judge.
as that's called the Mark feud these days. Okay.
And I think that's a great pivot because Gonzaga coach getting fined for a DWI,
Suspended one game, I think.
suspended one game.
Just man,
But
really,
hey, he
really
got
threw the
shot.
hammer down on him.
I won't make this a Vax discussion, but
Oh, you don't
Washington
want to talk about Nick Rolovich and Washington State right now?
kept it 100.
To the day he got fired.
Oh, when keeping it real goes wrong, like it has to suck for that locker room to see this coming from a mile away. Or is there a point in which he's like marshaling the locker room to be like, I'm standing up for what I believe in. I expect y'all to do the same. I may not have a job tomorrow. I'm going down with this ship. And they're like, all right, see ya. Like,
You don't
they had
think it's an
5
I am
coaches.
Spartacus situation?
Exactly.
Is he going to end up? Is he going to end up with the Outkick bus on Saturday? Like just kind of hopping in the panel to pick some games with the guys?
You got to think, right? Especially after the weekend Tennessee had.
Oh man.
Ooh.
I have
scene
to
there.
think I love that the Outkick bus has become the new they're going to work opening night at CPAC byline basically, which, hey, again, Nick Rolovich, he had his lawyers ready for it. So shouts to him. Stand up for what you believe in. Let's do Baker Mayfield before we do AAC talk. Baker's not playing tonight. Broncos, Browns are on Thursday Night Football.
No one's playing tonight.
Nobody's
Browns.
playing tonight.
Kareem Hunt out.
Whatchamacallit's back, right?
Is Jarvis Landry out?
Yes. Jarvis Landry is active.
Okay. Yeah, but he's the only guy.
Baker's quote for his shoulder injury that he aggravated last week before he was ruled out and before they, had Brian Hoyer starting, basically said, I know my body better than anybody. No one's going to rule me out of the game except me. If people think I'm staying in there and hurting the team, they don't know what they're talking about because I know what I'm capable of doing.
Nobody puts Baker in a corner.
Did his own research. Sorry, David. What did you say?
Nobody puts Baker in a corner. It's a very topical Dirty Dancing reference. I'm sure the kids at home really liked it and got it.
Thanks, Bill Simmons.
Yeah. We gonna talk Harala Bob? Oh, I'm just kidding.
I haven't listened. Just checking out.
Yeah, I don't. The Browns had so much promise going into this year. That was kind of like a sexy pick for the AFC if you wanted to go that route. And we're just kind of watching it fall apart. I know it's early. We have 17 games. People forget that, but it doesn't look good. What is it? Is it the shoulder again? It popped out. It's the labrum. Ugh.
Non-thrown shoulder though.
Yeah. Why can't he play? So he's definitely out.
Mm-hmm.
He's out.
I I would play through it. But that's just
I
me.
believe it's
I'm
ripped
different.
off the bone, so that's sick.
Yikes.
Can they not do the steroid shot, the corticosteroid, the one that like makes you gain all that weight and you can't sleep?
Pop it in.
Yeah, or just pop it in.
All right. The news came down that American Athletic Conference is trying to replace the likes of Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, or I guess BYU's not from AAC, but replacing their big heavy hitters with Charlotte, Rice, North Texas, University of Texas, San Antonio, Florida Atlantic, and a team to be named later. I don't know the sixth one off the top of my head.
You say FAU? Sorry.
FAU, yeah.
I have the list.
UAB, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, UAB. Which UAB, shouts to them. Weren't they just not a program 4 years ago?
Yeah, Bill Clark took them over and made a few bowl games, and they became a Cinderella story of being 6-6 every year.
It reminds me a little bit of when UCF started. I remember seeing so many shots of like they don't have official football offices. Here's the trailer that whatever the head coach was operating out of, but they were so freaking good that like you paid attention to it. And with UAB coming back from scratch, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's Birmingham, it's Alabama football, quote unquote. But do they really deserve all this attention? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good strategic decision if I'm the AAC. It seems like they're just settling, but hopefully SMU is not a part of it forever.
I would have went after all the Sun Belt teams. That probably would have been the next logical step rather than Conference USA. I would have gone after Lafayette. I would have gone after App State, of course, Coastal, which again, last night, App State with the upset. My heart breaks for the my Chanticleers.
That was the official 2020 team of Too Much Dip.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Dustin Johnson, of course. I believe they won a College World Series one year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I like my dude McCall. McCall he was balling out for a bit. I don't think Maribel's this year. Is he there this year, Maribel?
I don't know.
He bounced last year, so I think he was kind of like the glue that held the team together. Either way, App State gets the win. Yeah, and my heart breaks for the city of fucking Myrtle.
David, you had some thoughts on Myrtle Beach.
Oh wow! What were we talking about that last night? It's a great town if you are above the age of 55 and want to play a par 3 course, which sounds sounds really good. I don't know how you can recruit to that, but whatever. It's working. They're a good program, I guess.
Traverse City or Port A or Erie. All right. Well, you want to do any Oklahoma State, Iowa State talk? I know you mentioned the line was close. My thoughts on SMU is the fact that we kicked a field goal on that first drive is not what I want to see.
Points.
Joe Kemp, former Tulane quarterback, picked SMU to win in an onslaught. I hope he's right, but
Yeah, Iowa State, OSU is really the only game this weekend that I think I'm like, okay, I will watch that. Now there is also UTSA La Tech.
It's on the picks.
That's on the picks. We'll get to that. But I'm just
also
saying,
Oregon UCLA. Is that Friday?
Yeah, that's Oregon's a team that's not getting any respect that if they win out, like they deserve to hang in the picture. And Ohio
State's ahead of them.
Ohio State, Indiana's could be fun.
They're the Saturday night game, and it's a 20-point spread.
Yeah, I know. It's fun if you've got money on it. It's not fun if you're just a casual fan.
Listen, from afar, it looks like a total shit board, but this is the kind of week where just mayhem takes over.
That's true.
I will tell you right now, there's going to be 3, 4, maybe even 5 ranked teams that fall this week. And
we got one already.
It's going to be a total surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Iowa State pick. I know it's kind of sexy. And what are they? They laying 7 at home, 6 or 7?
Yeah, and I think according to S&P, shout out to Bill Connolly, I believe he thinks they cover it pretty easily.
They played better. They looked terrible first few weeks, lost to Baylor. But they
Matt Campbell playbook, right? Start slow, finish strong, save your job, get potential future jobs. in the mix, like USC.
Just berate other humans on your sideline.
Yeah.
Love it. Big Matt Campbell guy.
The great Tommy also brings up TCU West Virginia's this weekend. And just to continue my streak of mentioning Gary's name, West Virginia games are so who the F knows what's going to happen. And if it's in West Virginia, I'd like to see some points scored.
It's at Amon Carter. It's a Fort Worth one.
Week. All right.
Another game I actually like this weekend that we probably won't talk about or touch. Nevada, Fresno State.
No, we will not. But yes, go on.
I love my boy Carson Strong. He's going to be a future NFL star. You heard it here first. I love that Nevada team.
Okay. I don't hate it.
Dan's the kingmaker.
What that makes me think San Jose State still has Nick Starkel, and they've shit the bed on all of that experience they built up last year, right?
He's been hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, then that makes
they stink.
I'm also disappointed that I have not seen any UNLV playing in the big ass Allegiant Stadium. Like, how have they not learned from literally every other college team that's done this, Temple included? Like, it looks
I'm disappointed
cool.
in UNLV for another thing. They don't start Tate Martell.
Holy fucking shit! I forgot
He's
that
on the
was
bench.
his team.
He's transferred like 8 times, and he still has yet to start.
Somebody start that man.
Wow.
I just remember that tweet he sent to, was it Justin Fields, where he's like, he best not miss twice or something. Like when you swing for the fence, you best not miss twice.
Oh man,
he's missed like 10 times.
He was transferring to Ohio State or whatever, right?
Yeah, he went from Ohio State. I think he went to Miami. And I was at UNLV. I think there might have been a few stops in between there, but yeah.
He committed to before going to Ohio State, and that was like the other big part of his whole picture.
I didn't really understand his hype though. He's like 5'8".
Hey,
he's a quarterback. Come on, Dave.
I mean, I will say, isn't he from Arizona or is he from Vegas? One of the two. He's from Southwest area, and he was a part of the whole Elite 11 club thing. A little bit of the byproduct of we may be putting too much into trying to find the high school star before they're a high school star to where we make them a high school football star that's a college football star. Spencer Rattler, very good. Maybe not the Heisman campaign quarterback that we were trying to make him to be. Tate Martell, a step behind that. So
I actually just took a flyer on Caleb Williams at 30-1 to win the Heisman. I want your thoughts. Like, I know he's going to have to A, run the table, and B, put up massive stats because he's obviously not playing as many games as the other candidates. But I think if Oklahoma makes the playoff and he just puts up ridiculous numbers moving forward, I think there's a chance. I think
there's not a runaway best pick except for C.J. Stroud, and ESPN just showed it at 15-1. So if you got it 31, that's great value.
Yeah. Who's next? Like Kenneth Walker from Michigan State?
I think so. And he was I can't remember the list. It popped up in pregame, but Caleb Williams was 4th. That stood out to me. And then they've got Desmond Ridder at like 20-1 or wherever he's at. Like, I'm putting him down until, that's my pick because, aside from SMU, which our secondary isn't stopping them, they're not going to have much trouble getting to whatever game. And then they've just got to be good. Heisman's before the playoff. So who cares if they get stomped in the playoff?
My only thing is I think Ritter might get votes stolen by Ford, so they might split votes with the team.
Yeah. True. All right. Well, let's knock out these dip picks real quick.
We'll do some dip picks.
Oh, seriously? Photographs.
There's
It's
no
been a
need
fun couple of weeks watching Sark tank Bijan's Heisman candidacy. By the way, nice in-game adjustments.
Well, Gary told him 35 carries is too much.
Is he just not getting the ball in the second half? What's happening?
No, he's just not. They're stacking the box, I think, and it's just they don't know how to get him the ball in space or something. I don't know. That's my football opinion.
Yeah, the fact that everything has kind of turned since then. Sorry, we got in the end zone. Everything's turned since then. I just hate to make Gary right there, but who knows? Might have been on something. Okay. There's no reason to look back. We don't have time for that. Everybody knows things aren't looking great for your boy. I'm 10 points behind both David and the guest spot. Dylan is 2 points ahead of me. So 40, 32, 30, and 40. Let's jump in. We have Dylan's picks as well as Will DeFreeze's picks so that he can make up for his first week of just embarrassment. Thursday night football, Broncos at Browns. Browns are favored by 1.5 at home with Brian Hoyer at quarterback. David.
Oh,
I think
Is
it's
it
Hoyer.
Hoyer? I
I
thought
thought
it
it
was
was Case
Case
Keenum.
Keenum.
No, Case Keenum.
okay. Yeah,
Way
all
better
backup,
quarterback.
all backup quarterbacks look alike. I get it.
Exactly.
The
Go ahead,
only
Ed.
difference is their neck size, their neck length.
Mhm.
I'm running with. I hate this. I'm going Broncos. I don't know. This. No one knows. Nobody knows. This is gonna be so bad. It's gonna be fun. I'm watching it. I'm going Broncos.
What's the
Dylan
over
and
under?
Will- I don't have it, but Dylan and Will are taking
I'll check it out.
the Browns. I will take the Myles Garrett Browns as well,
Fuck.
and just home field 1.5. I just
Oof.
can't. I'm not picking Drew Lock.
I'm seeing 40 right now.
Ooh, yikes!
I don't know how these teams get to 40. Give me the under 40.
Who do you have on the
I got to pick a side.
spread? Yes,
I'll take Denver.
this guy.
Hell yeah, Dan's been hot. I feel good about it.
Dan showed up with his pick ticket in hand. He's like, hey, just take this. You know what to do with it. All right. David, Wake Forest at Army. I should have also said, on the account of how many games I didn't care about, we're going small with the teams we're picking for our dip picks. Wake Forest at Army. Wake Forest favored by 3. I believe still undefeated. I might be
Yep.
wrong there. No.
They are.
David.
I've been following both of these teams all year pretty closely. What can you say? What can you say that hasn't already been said about Army? What they've done for us all these years? I like Wake Forest.
I like my autofocus on my camera.
Oh, you got a little Brett Merriman cam going.
Yeah, let me. Nope.
There we go.
No. I'll fix it here in a second. It's just behind the scenes stuff for people here.
Who you got, Danny Eunice?
Yeah.
So
we go.
I host a show called Outside the Top 25 where we only cover games with obviously teams outside of the top 25. Our goal is to get an ACC championship with 2 unranked teams. That is the eventual. That's our Super Bowl right there. We're probably going to go if that happens. Was that Charlotte? Wake's pretty good. But they give up 173 yards on the ground, 91st in the country in rush defense. Obviously, all Army does is run the ball. Army is actually weirdly 6th in defense this year. I like Army to win the game, actually.
Wow. Okay. I don't hate that. David, who'd you pick? I'm sorry, I was focused on my face at the time.
I took Wake.
Okay. Yeah, I support the troops. That's all I have to say there. I'll keep it moving.
Ouch.
Thank you for your service.
Exactly. San Diego State at Air Force. Again, another undefeated San Diego State at Air Force. However, here Air Force is favored by 3. I will go first as the son of a guy who played at Air Force for all of a year and a half. I'm going to pick San Diego State because their uniforms look tight.
That's true. That's facts.
Over under for this game's 39. Still hammer that under because San Diego State's got a really good defense, really good rush defense. Cannot score though. They cannot. All they do is run the ball.
Brady Hoke team or whatever his name is.
San Diego State. Yeah, I think it is Brady Hoke.
Yeah. What? Not scoring?
But I believe there might be like 7 total possessions in this game. So I'm going to take the under, and I'm going to take Air Force to win the game, but San Diego State covers. So like, what was the line? 3.5?
Yep.
3.
Yeah,
Keeping
Air Force by 2. San Diego State covers, and the under 39.
David.
As the son of a captain in the Air Force and the grandson of a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, and as a guy who does podcasts, I'm riding with SDSU. Watch out for San Diego State is what a wise man once said.
And for our last college football game and last undefeated team of the week, I believe. We don't have whatchamacallit on here. UTSA is at Louisiana Tech, favored by 6.5 Roadrunners.
So is this the official team of the program this year? I hope so.
I want to say
I've been
UTSA
trying to make it happen.
case for sure.
We've been riding UTSA all year. I believe they're 6-1 against the spread.
Yep.
All they do is cover. Although all they've been doing is, other than the Rice game, they play close games every time. However, I'm going to ride the Roadrunners here.
You're going with the Roadrunners.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, La Tech is a 2-loss team. Now, one of those losses was at the Hail Mary, SMU, and the other was a really close game against Mississippi State, I believe. They're a good team. I hate going against my Roadrunners. Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows you're a Skip Holtz stan, though.
Look, man, what I choose to do in my private time. I'm going La Tech. I just think this is kind of where UTSA takes a little step back.
Frank Harris for Heisman. Let's get it going.
I'm on it.
6.5 is a lot of points. La Tech is a decent team. I'm sticking with La Tech. There. Let's go Bulldogs. Bengals at Ravens, NFL. Ravens are favored by 6.5 at home Sunday morning. Dylan and Will have picked the Ravens. David, who do you have?
This is in Baltimore.
In Baltimore.
Ravens are really, really, really good right now. I can't go against them, but Bengals are. I feel like they're kind of hit or miss. I don't know what they look like against the spread. I'm sure Dan does, but I'm riding Ravens either way.
I need to make up some ground. Give me the Bengals.
Bengals have a surprisingly good defense this year. It's not just Joe Burrow. Baltimore's coming off a massive win against the Chargers. Seems like, classic letdown spot here. Ravens win on the field, but Cincinnati covers. Give me the 6.5. Or is it 7? Either or, I'll take the points.
That's what I got it at. Yeah. Here we go. Chiefs at Titans. Titans are getting 4.5 points at home. Dylan and Will both took the Titans after Derrick Henry woke up the other night. However, they also suffered a couple of big injuries. I don't know what the status of Taylor Lewan is. I hope he's okay. I think it was mostly concussion related, but that was scary. And I think, from what I know, Jackson Mahomes will not be on the field before the game. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs. Who do you have, Dan?
Just seems like the Chiefs need this more to kind of keep up with the Chargers 3-3. Obviously, Titans can lose as many games as they want. They're in the same division as the Jaguars, the Colts, and the fucking Texans. So yeah, I think Mahomes kind of balls out here. I think kind of get a little. I think they kind of blow the doors off the Titans. I think they win by 14.
Do we know? So we know Jackson Mahomes won't be on the field. But do we know where the Steve McNair Memorial is? Because we just need to watch Jackson, because you just never know where he's gonna fucking hit that shit.
It's outside the stadium on a street in a suburb.
Okay. Well, I kind of agree with everything Dan said. I think the Chiefs feel like they're due to just kind of blow the doors off somebody. So I think that's going to be this week. And yeah, like you said, Titans. I don't know the status of Lewan, but that's going to be tough.
A couple big spreads to bring us home. Dan, lead the way on Lions at Rams. Rams are favored by 15. Will, notable Michigander, took the Rams and Matt Stafford. Dylan is rocking with the Lions. Dan, who do you have?
Well, it is a revenge spot for Jared Goff as well. Let's not forget that.
That is true.
Man, I just feel so bad for Campbell and the Lions. They try so hard. They truly do. But there's just no talent on that team. Man, I don't know how they're going to put up points against the Rams. That's a big boy number, though. 15. I thought it's dropped because I thought I saw 17 not that long ago. So I think people hammered it at 17. But yeah, I'm going to lay it. I'm going to lay it with the Rams.
Give me the Lions to cover. I don't have a reason for that. Their secondary is trash now after some injuries. But all season long, they've screwed around and been in games that they shouldn't be in. This is a situation where I see a late cover going on, down by 3 possessions and you get a little backdoor action. But I'm rocking with the Lions. What do you have, David?
Oh, you're saying backdoor cover.
I wasn't going to say them all 3 consecutively.
Okay. Hey, breaking news. Per Jay Glazer, Baker broke his proximal humerus as well. So, as we all know, that's tough. You guys know what that is, right? Of course. Oh, okay. I guess I'll pick the game now. I am going to ride. This sucks, man. I don't give me the Rams. I'm take 15 points. I don't care. I've not been felt good about a pick. This might be the week I take a bath and it gets close.
Everyone's going to take a bath this week. It's going to be terrible. But
only advantage I have is picking which games we pick, and it's not working out for me. Bears at Bucks. Bucks are favored by 12.5. Both Dylan and Will took the Bears on the road. Yikes. With no David Montgomery. I'll lead the way on this. Give me the Bucks to cover. Dan.
Don't touch this game. Don't put your hard-earned American dollars on this game or your Bitcoin, whatever you guys do with your gambling sponsor. What is it, DraftKings? DraftKings owns the world at this point, so that's probably DraftKings, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Or I think next week it will be.
Yeah. Right now I'm a free agent.
The week they pay,
right?
Yeah. Either way, fuck. Again, I hate laying double digits, especially in the NFL. I guess give me the Bears. I'm going to hold my nose. I don't feel good about it. Fields will probably get fucking destroyed by that defense, but I'll hold my nose. I'll take the Bears in 12.
David.
Yeah, I don't feel good about this at all. I've seen some teams put up some points against the Bucks. I just don't know if that team is going to be the Bears this week. Give me the Bucks.
All right, and bring it home with big boy stacks. Will tradition as our soccer aficionado took Liverpool plus 0.5. I guess that just means to win by a goal. No ties or draws, if you will. Dylan, on the other hand, took the Texans to cover a 17.5-point spread against another football team. Who are they playing? Probably somebody good. Who cares?
David, I will tell you right now. It's Texans Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
So the best team in the NFL.
Hopkins and J.J. Watt.
Yikes. Daddy's big boy stack is going to be on the Horned Frogs land 4.5 at home over West Virginia. I'm very KJ. Don't roll your eyes. I understand. I don't feel good about it, but I've seen a couple West Virginia games. That somebody earlier said that's going to be a weird, wild game. I think they're right, but TCU looks like they're moving the ball better. So they should not have any trouble at home, West Virginia.
I do agree with you, Dave, there, but I'm not going to make that pick. I mean, I'm looking at the board right now. I could go a lot of places. I could go with that highly anticipated matchup of Temple USF. We could go East Carolina, Houston.
Houston's kind of gotten sneaky good over the year, though.
They are, but I might ride with my boy Holton Ahlers at ECU in the 13. That's a lot of points. But you know what? I'm gonna just go with Carson Strong. I'm gonna go with Nevada plus 3.5 against Fresno. Or is it 3? Whatever. Give me 3 or 3.5, whatever it's at right now.
All right. I will give you 3.5.
You know what? Scrap the points. To win the game, money line. Nevada money line.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Dan is the most aggressive.
I respect it. I said this weekend's slate is trash. However, nothing is as trash as leaving your team with only 5 coaches, leading them into battle to where they had to sign 2 coaches away from Hawaii midweek. Those 2, I don't even know are going to be there to be chaperones. Like, I don't know how you have enough people to fill up the plane. BYU just got embarrassed last week by Baylor. They're going to Pullman, and they're only favored by 4.5. Give me the Mormons to jump hump the hell out of the Washington State Cougars. BYU minus 4.5.
Nah, I think the
Ooh.
Rolo war cry is going to power Wazoo to victory.
Oh, man. If their governor leaves the state for like a couple seconds, then I might change my pick. Who knows? Who knows? I guess it's Idaho. Close enough. All right, ladies.
Does Todd Graham just jump right to Wazoo from Houston or from Hawaii? Is like the pipeline?
Both his his different colored wristbands and all, or is that Grantham? I might be getting them mixed up. One of the two rocks like a red and blue wristband is like his big like personality trait.
No, Todd Graham's just a hard ass who, when his corner returns a pick 6 to go up 17 against Notre Dame, he yells at him.
Yes, Todd Graham is exactly who I'm thinking of, former Tulsa head coach. Yes. All right. Well,
Danny Units, where can we find your pod?
Exactly.
Well, my podcast I try to pimp out the most, of course, is Softcore History. You can follow that at Softcore History on Instagram, and then you can find it wherever podcasts are found. We do kind of oddball, weird history stuff, kind of keep it light, kind of keep it comedic. Although the last 2 episodes have been about serial killers in Germany, and it's been a little heavier. So, it's a Halloween horror month. Everyone does their fucking spooky bullshit. So check it out.
Serial killers in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And where can we find
1920s.
that at again? On the socials?
Instagram at Softcore History, and then, of course, wherever podcasts are found. And then you can follow me if you want on social media. I don't care. You can look it up.
Only enhances his followers.
Thank you. Thank you,
Dan,
Coach
we
Stoops.
appreciate you stepping up last second, filling out a seat. Dylan appreciates it. Will as well. Means a lot. Let's get the hell out of here so we can watch these ponies absolutely continue the destruction of the green wave. Goodbye.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.